What's up, YouTube? My name is Baby Kid Raccoon. I'm not going to talk like that. Welcome to this week's replay review. I need to turn my headsets down. Carly Rae Jepsen's a little bit loud. Am I listening to Carly Rae Jepsen right now? Yeah, I am. It's on in the background. Shh, it's quiet. So, we're here today with Shadow Chief 17 on Haven. It's a team throwdown gameplay. Let's read his email quickly because a lot to talk about in the early game. So he says, I haven't found any huge flaws with my gameplay recently, other than my garbage sniper shot. I fixed the majority of these. However, I'm looking into competitive play. I'm planning on trying AGL Wired, and I wanted to know some more in-depth strats, as I would assume some of your subscribers would as well. My teammates in this match were random, so communication critique is not an issue. Right on, Shadow Chief 17. Well, right off the bat, man, one of the things I want to point out from your email to the viewers is the fact that you've only been playing Halo for about 10 months, and you have a really nice BR shot. Your no scopes and snipes, those you look supremely uncomfortable with, but that's okay, man. That'll change over time. Sniping is really, it's a hard thing, and it certainly takes a lot of, I would say, experience to know when to do what kind of shot and how to execute said kind of shot. So, I'm at the end of this gameplay. Well, let's just go through the gameplay and talk initially about what my main issue here is. Your map control and your map awareness. I don't like where you spend your time on the map. Where you just died right here, your teammate had the sniper rifle at the top of open ramp, right? And you are playing in the middle of the top mid, okay? There are sightlines from Mohawk all the way from red to blue to the middle of Haven. It's important to control the middle of Haven, but you don't control it from the middle. Like this spot, sightlines everywhere. This spot, sightlines everywhere. These two plats closest to where I'm showing you, those are extremely exposed. Those have a little bit more cover at the top of the lifts, right? The red and blue plat. I'm just letting you know these things because we're going to routinely see you. Okay, now you missed your second jump here also. This is something I want to point out. If you are trying to get back to that sniper rifle as quick as possible, this jump is a really easy jump, and you just mistimed it a little bit, as well as mistiming a jump earlier in the game. I only point these out because it's something that you can fix in a heartbeat in custom games. Like right now, you would have already assassinated this guy like long ago. But I applaud you for going back and trying to control the sniper rifle. Beyond this death screen, though, you're going to run back right to the same place you died. So, let me put it to you this way. In AGL Wired matches, this won't work. The other team will be all over the spot where you died, okay? All over the spot where you died. And if there was a power weapon there, you give that power weapon up, and you have to work on a new way to assault the weapon. I only tell you these things to help prepare you for the competitive play that you're in for. You can't run back to the same place you died like 3 times, even if there is a power weapon there. Again, we're right back in the middle of Haven, and we look very uncomfortable. We look like we have no clue where the action is going to take place or where the enemy is going to spawn. So we just get lucky seeing a guy with a railgun. And look at the danger you just put yourself in. You have the sniper rifle, and you almost get one-shotted by the dude with the railgun. That top mid is not where you want to be. You know, you can control the top of the open ramp for a little bit of time, but don't spend the whole game there, dude. Mohawk is important, as are the red and blue hall. Okay, I'm not sure what the tops are now called, if they call them. I think they're still called halls, probably. So lose the sniper rifle, and for the 4th time in a row, we're going to run to the exact same place that we died. If I was in this match, dude, and it might sound like a little bit more far-fetched when I say it on words, but if you killed the same person in the same spot twice in a row, you are obviously going to start cataloging in your brain that guy's pretty much going to gravitate towards that area. In more competitive levels of play, that is going to get you freaking destroyed, bro. Also, your nade timing is pretty off through all of the gunfights within the match. You're just throwing them kind of aimlessly, like that pulse nade. What was that supposed to do? Pulse nades are freaking incredible zoning tools. You can lock off a big corner if they're coming around or something. Now check this out. Oh, I love it. Wait. Oh, that feels so good, dude. Now your BR is sick. You just out BR'd 2 dudes. I don't know why your sniper shot, though, doesn't tend to reflect this, and we'll see a little bit later in the gameplay. So back to this whole map awareness, map control thing. So I tell a lot, all right, you need to control the power positions on the map, right? And top middle and Haven is obviously one of those positions, but it's not. Wait, there's that early nade that I'm talking about. Your nades are just a little too early and a little off. Those power positions, though, you don't control all of them from within them. I know that might sound a little crazy, but here on Haven, dude, It's so dangerous to spend your time in the middle. Like I said, there's sightlines everywhere to it. There's no power weapon sitting in the middle to reward you for controlling that area. Now, if you're really fluid with dropping down to the ring 1, or if you're really fluid at, you know, just moving about from, let's say, open ramp down to bottom middle, over to the ledges that will carry you up, like the jump up to top mid again. If you're really quick about it, then it's a different story, but you can just see here, your kind of go-to strat when you don't know where the enemy is just run and sit on one of these plats and wait until you hear one of them. It's bad spawn prediction, dude. Bad spawn prediction. If you want to know where the enemy team is going to spawn, it's pretty easy. You go into theater mode. I'm not going to do it right here because it's tedious as crap, you guys, but you need to do it for maps you're struggling with not knowing where the enemy's going to be. You go and you look. When you kill an enemy, you watch it, you see where they respawn. And it's pretty easy or time to see their zones where they respawn, and you can start seeing the weighting of your team in contrast with where the enemy team is going to be popping in. So, some bad BR shots there. Good on you for backing down. But now you're going to push right back over to him before your shields have popped up. Disagree with that decision big time. And then you end up getting the... I don't know. That's not worth a teabag, in my opinion. Also, at the end of the game, you teabag the guy, and it's a little bit different for me because I'm a YouTube commentator, and we kind of have different stuff. Like, a lot of people watch our gameplays, but I like a good teabag. Don't get me wrong. A good love tap lets the enemy player know that, you know, you guys had a good game, and you should be a little bit salty about that one. He should keep that one in his chest, my friend. So, in this case, no, you don't really get one of those because one of their teammates quits out. It turns into a 4v3 situation here at the end of the game. And, you know, they didn't really provoke you. They weren't really playing aggressively. They didn't give you guys a hard game. So, teabagging, I'd save it, man, for when they do it first, or unless they've just been aggressive and just horribly, horribly close game. That's usually when you can love tap and get away with it. But for the most part, no. Okay, so closing out here, man. You spent the whole game in the top middle not kind of recognizing where the spawns are. I would have liked to have seen you over at Mohawk. I would have liked to have seen you over in the tunnels. I would have liked to have seen you moving with your teammates a little bit more. Now, those are very vague things, right? You ask in your thing, I want to know more in-depth strategies. Bro, the in-depth strategies come from map movement. Gunfighting, once you've learned it, oh my gosh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Like, your no-scopes, you can just immediately tell you're super-duper uncomfortable with it. And the easiest way to fix this is just go play Team Snipers, dude, for like 2 hours. Turn off the sound. Turn off the game sound. You're looking only at visual stuff, okay? And you just go snipe for 2 hours, man, using nothing but your eyes, okay? And you will improve quickly. You missed the railgun there. That's another faux pas. Pick that railgun up and finish the game like a montage sniper, baby. Finish that game like a montage sniper. So even though you say in the description, you haven't found huge flaws with your gameplay recently, I've seen a ton of things that you can work on and refine. Map movement, your sniping for sure. You need to start predicting where the enemies are going to be a little bit better. Start working with your teammates a little bit more, because I know they're randoms, but look, you've got an X, you know where they're going to be, and you're starting to forego that knowledge. Man. Like, move around the map based upon your teammates' indicators, when they're gunfighting, all of those things. And it's so hard for me because I can't sit here and give you some in-depth perfect strategy for Haven or every game. It's going to be totally different in every match of Halo that you play, man. And let's go to the bullet points. I'll be a little bit more long-winded there, I think. Okay, so man, so initially in your description you said that you haven't found any huge flaws with your gameplay recently. There's a lot of flaws in this gameplay. I don't say that to be mean, but there's flaws in everyone's gameplay. Everybody has huge flaws in their gameplay. Even the pros do. Now, their flaws are few and far between and maybe not so huge, but they still make mistakes. Everybody does. We're all human, and we always have room to improve. So I want to encourage you to kind of get the idea out of your head that you're at a plateau and that you're just, well, I'm not going to learn anything from watching my replays. Because eventually you are going to break through that plateau, and you'll break through it a whole lot faster if you've kind of got the open and right attitude to watch replays religiously, okay? And by that I just mean you'd lose a game, you watch the replay. Done. It's as simple as that. I don't know, like, you're playing in a forest otherwise. You're playing in the darkness otherwise. You're not giving yourself all the information possible. It's really hard to walk away from a loss not knowing why you lost, right? It's a whole lot nicer when you know why you lost, okay? And it's usually 3 or 4 critical timings. In your description, you asked for some more in-depth strategies. Dude, all of that next level in-depth strat comes from A, having teammates and communicating, and then B, map movement. Halo is fluid. It is dynamic. The control of the top middle is not done just by staying at the top of the open ramp or just by hanging out in the top middle. You need to learn the spaces to control and when to control them. That's based off of spawns. So when I give you these concepts and ideas, these are the in-depth strategies, my friend. I can't tell you. So on Haven, you're going to want to run to the bottom middle immediately, take a hard right, go to the jump up, and you're instantly going to surprise everyone and have a perfect game each time, because that's not how it works. Halo is a game where you make decisions based on limited information, and you go with those decisions, and you stick with those decisions. So when you look at this gameplay, and you're not playing super hard opponents, you can get away with running back to the place that you died 4 or 5 times. You can get away with spending a bunch of time in the middle. But if you're looking to play AGL Wired and you're going to be playing against full teams with communication, you're going to get murdered if you use those same strategies from public matchmaking. So I'm trying to encourage you now to form really strong habits. You die, you lose that sniper rifle, well, figure out a different way to assault that location and get it back. If you run back to the same spot in the same direction in the same way, any enemy teammate who's over 25 is gonna, and by 25 meant CSR 25, is gonna be able to pick you up and clean you out like nobody's business. So, to walk away with, let's work on your sniping, dude. Hop into Team Snipers, turn off the sound, please turn off the sound, and just play for like 2 hours, dude. Maybe use it as a warm-up. Don't care about your rank. Don't care about your win-loss. You're there to learn and improve and look at your sniper shots, because you would have had a lot of situations that you could have controlled better in this game if you would have been able to no scope. Also, your map awareness, like I said, is pretty solid, but your time in the middle of the map is dangerous. Stop spending time in the top mid and stop sniping from open ramp. Look for additional angles. The upward shot is too hard to beat, especially when you're at the bottom of the open ramp, so don't put yourself in those positions, okay? Nades aren't the right timing always. You'll want to slow those down and try and perfect those. That's going to come mainly from experience. You're a really solid player, and you have a really nice shot, but you're not putting yourself in the optimal place, and by nice shot, I meant BR. You're not putting yourself in the optimal place to control the map. It's a fluid thing. Something that takes reading the spawns as well as working with your teammates, even if they are randoms. You can disagree with me, but at higher levels of play, they don't continually put their effort on Haven, on holding down the plats or holding down the top middle at all times. Their focus shifts at different timings within the game. They need to control the power weapons at a certain time. Then they need to control spawns at a certain time. Then they need to control that spawn at a certain time. If we kill everybody on that side of the map, we're going to have to assume they're going to be on that side of the map. And now we need to control that side quickly before they overthrow our stability and our sight lines and our control. So long-winded, dude. I really wish you the best of luck in AGL Wired. And I will say, for playing the game for 10 months, I am extremely impressed. Like, that out BR, when you shot those 2 guys, that was sick. And most of your BRs, you don't miss many shots, which is awesome. Give yourself some time to learn the sniper. Give yourself more time to understand, too, this in-depth strategy idea. Because I can't specifically give an in-depth strategy unless I'm sitting here with your teammates looking at an individual play. Because Halo, when you look at these replays, what am I looking at? Individual play by play by play by play. Each game is about 5 or 6 plays. You put it together, and you have a game of Halo. Have a good weekend, you guys. The live series has been going really well. Thanks for that. This is a really hard time for school with me. I have about 3 weeks left. This is the hardest semester I've ever had in college, so I'm just busting my butt right now trying to get schoolwork done. My backup channel will be in the link, in the description below. If you guys are interested in StarCraft 2 stuff, that's mainly where I will be posting it. I realize that probably 95 to 100% of you guys are here for Halo. And I know there's a lot of you who are interested in StarCraft 2, but I don't want to flood this channel too much with that. I want to keep it Halo focused, and I want to try and help Halo players as much as I can. So if you guys had also critiques of your own, leave them below. You know, I don't ever really explicitly say that, but as long as you're nice and respectful, please do. I miss things all the time. And these are just my opinions, dudes. I just try and pass things on that will help you guys. If you know, you don't like it, walk away. No big deals, man. I just do this out of a genuine, honest effort to try and, I guess, help players. And I'm no perfect example myself, dudes. I suck all the time. You guys could see that in the live gameplays. But we all can improve together if you just have a mindset of, hey, we always make mistakes. Let's watch the replays. Let's get better. Ta-da. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. And I will see you all soon. Adios.